Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to cover PHP Super Global. What are PHP Super Global? It's predefined variables. It's always available. You can access them in any scope inside functions, classes, and script. So if it's .php, you can access this Super Global. The common PHP Super Global is get, post, request, server, file, session, cookie, and environment. So in this tutorial, we are going to talk about get and post and maybe request and server first. The other one we will learn is later in the next tutorials. Alright, we are going to start with a post request first. So how to use a post request? Post request is used to receive the information from one PHP file to other PHP file. For example, you have index.php over here. How can you send the data from index.php to detail.php? Let me create HTML 5 over here, and then let me create a form over here. So we are going to use a form to send the information from index.php to detail.php. So we create a form, and then I put name over here, and then we are going to create input or text box. For example, type text, and name I'm going to name is name. Okay, and then we can create another input. For example, surname, input type text, and name is surname. And then I'm going to create a submit button. Input type submit. Okay, and the value is like maybe send. So the form over here, we have to specify the method because we are using post request. So the method is going to be post. Then we have to specify action, which is we have to specify the files that process this request. For example, in this case, we are going to send this information to detail. So action is going to be detail.php. Okay, let's go to web browser and enter the URL. You will see name and surname over here. If I type name Alex, surname Dave, and I send the information, you will see it will be redirected to detail.php because the action is specified as detail.php. But it's show nothing because the detail.php is empty right now. So I can put PHP tag over here, and I can receive this data by using post request. For example, I'm going to echo out post request, and then I specify the text box name, which is name. Let me echo, and then let me echo post, and let me print out surname, which is the name of the second input type. Okay, and if I go back to the browser and I go back here and I hit send again, you will see Alex is the name we received from post request, and Datamin is the surname that we received from post request from the index.php. Okay, I can connect these two strings by using dots. Okay, something like this. If you go back here, you hit send, you will see Alex Datamin. Or you can change this form to be a login form. For example, over here we can type username, right? Or we can type email. Or let's go with email. Okay, this one we change from name to email, and this one password. Type is going to be password, and this one password, and this one value I change to login. Okay, let me create h2 over here, login. Let's go back here and go back here and refresh here. You will see login form. Let me put br over here, break line. Okay, and then refresh. You will see a simple login form because we didn't focus on CSS. Okay, and For example, if I type Alex over here and password 123456 and I hit login, I will get an error, because I didn't change the value over here, because we have changed the input name from name to email. So over here we have to change it to email, and this one we have to change it to password. Okay, and then if we refresh, continue, you will get Alex 123456. What if we change this one from post to get? Okay, because we want to use get request. Over here we want to use this get request, like, so we change this method to get, and over here we have to change this to get. If we don't change this to get, we will get error. Okay, so when we submit the information via post request, you won't see any data on URL, but if you submit the information via get request, you will see the data of the input at the end of the URL. For example, if I type alex@gmail.com and 123456 and I hit login, you will see the data of the email and password is shown on the URL. So this is not secure. So when you want to use get, you have to be careful because it's not that secure compared to post request. If I put this to post, right, you will see an error because we send the information via get request. For example, if I hit login over here, you will see an error over here because like this one is a get request, right? So we have to change this to get request. But if you don't want to use get request, you can use request. So request. For request, you can receive information from a get request method and a post request method. For example, over here, I hit refresh, you will see Alex. And if I change this back to post, I go back here and I hit login, you won't get an error, right? You will see that request can be used for two methods, get and post. But request is not really popular because it can be confusing.